Hey guys, it's Kyra and welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can tell by the title of this video, I will be finally doing an updated eyebrow tutorial. I know you guys have been asking about this like constantly, and typically in my videos I do not do my brows. I typically just skip straight to the eyes and the face and will already have my brows done. So I figured I'd come to you guys and do a separate eyebrow routine. You guys, I literally do the exact same routine every single time I do my brows, so I don't want to have to show the same thing, the exact same thing over and over and over again. I use the same products, y'all, the same brushes. It's just too repetitive. So you guys can always go back and reference this video whenever it comes to eyebrows, and then jump to my tutorials for the actual eye and face looks. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the brow routine, and I will make a note, y'all, that my brows are not freshly done. I actually need to get them done. It's been almost 3 weeks since I've got my brows threaded. I do get my brows threaded every 3 weeks. This side over here is a little bit more sparse and a little bit thinner than this side. I don't know. I have to basically make them even and grow this one out to match this one basically. Yeah, I go get my brows threaded every 3 to 4 weeks, but I feel like it's so much easier to do your brows whenever they're like freshly done. So I figured, why not come to you guys and show you guys how I do my brows whenever they're like in desperate need of getting done, if that makes sense. Like, I do the same routine, but it's just, I feel like it'd be more helpful if I showed you guys the routine of my brows when they're not freshly done, if that makes sense. Alright, so like I mentioned earlier, I do use the exact same products and the exact same brushes, and those are the Anastasia Beverly Hills number 12 double-ended eyebrow brush. I have been using this for years. It is the only brush that I use to fill in my brows. Y'all, this is it. Like, this is all I've been using for like 2-3 years now. I love how small the angled portion is, how thin it is, because you can really get really nice precise placement and nice precise brow strokes or hair strokes with this brush here. And then also I love the spoolie end, because you guys will see in the tutorial how important it is to actually comb out and brush out your eyebrows as you're filling them in. So I use this one, and then I also use this flat top brush from Morphe. It is the Morphe B75, and this again is another brush that I have been using for years. I love this brush here because, first of all, this flat top is very sharp and precise, y'all. Whenever I'm cleaning up under my brows, this brush here does a really good job of making sure that my brows are nice and clean. I don't get a lot of mess or anything with this brush. And then also the bristles are very soft, so it makes it really easy to not only smooth out the concealer, but also blend it out as well. So whenever I'm applying the concealer, it applies very nicely, and then it also blends out very effortlessly. And the pomades that I use, or that I have been using, actually, let me take that back. Before, I was hooked on the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow. This one is a great one, you guys. I believe it retails for about $21, something around there. It's not too expensive, and you actually get a lot of product for that price. But I had been hooked on the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade, and I was in the shade Chocolate, and I had loved that one for, oh my gosh, like a year, 2 years, you guys. But I have been using this one faithfully until January, when I came across the Benefit Brow Brow Pomade. I'm sorry, it's not a pomade, it's a cream gel brow color with a brush. And I'm in the shade number 5, and y'all, this stuff right here is life. Now, this product here is more expensive than the Anastasia Beverly Hills Chocolate Dip Brow, and as you can see, it is significantly smaller. The Dip Brow definitely comes with more product. This one, not so much, but this product here, it literally, y'all, a little small diblet. I don't know why I say diblet, because it's like a little, it's not even like a full dap into the product. Like a little tiny little tap in here will fill in an entire brow. And this product here does not dry out. That's a huge difference between the Ka-Brow and the Dip Brow Pomade, is that the pomade, if you guys have tried this before, then you guys have realized that this pomade here actually dries out pretty quickly, and you have to find ways to kind of like re-wet it up, or, you know, get it to go back to its original consistency, and that's just annoying. I don't know, it's just a little bit more of a struggle to work with. But this one here, y'all, I love, 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 love the brow. Alrighty, so those are the products that I use to fill in my brows. And now to clean up my brows, I use the MAC Studio Finish Concealer in the shade NC42. This is the only product that I have been using to clean up my brows since 2014 because it is just that bomb. So this product here, you guys, I absolutely love, love, love for cleaning up my brows. This product, it smooths out so nicely, so like it makes cleaning up your brows effortless. And I love, love, love this shade, particularly for my skin tone for cleaning up the brows, because it's a nice, it gives you a nice highlight without overdoing it, if that makes sense. And then lastly, to set my brows, and you guys have been asking about this trick, that is the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara, and this is just the black shade. Yeah, it's black. I just use normal black mascara, not brown or anything. And I'll show you guys why. It's because the black helps to kind of mimic natural hair strokes. Now, my brow products that I used to fill in my brows are brown, like they're a dark brown shade. But you guys will see in the video like how the contrast with the brown product paired with the black mascara or the black hair strokes really works well together. I don't know how to explain it, but this just makes everything look a lot more natural, and it makes those natural hairs that you have in your brows kind of stick out a little bit more and just gives it a very nice natural effect. And I didn't mention one other brush that I always use, you guys, sorry. Aside from the Anastasia Beverly Hills number 12 brush in the Morphe B75, I also use this brush from Beauty Cosmetics. It is just a rounded, kind of like a small stipple brush per se. I don't think it's for the eyes, but it is a BH Cosmetics brush, and it is the number 129. Now, I do not believe these are sold individually because I'm pretty sure this came in an actual brush set. It's just a small blending brush, and I use this to blend out the concealer under my eyes. Alrighty, you guys, so we're a little bit more up close and personal. Now, the first step I always do is to brush out my brows using the spoolie end. I just take my spoolie and literally just brush my brow out. And as you can see, I am brushing them upwards and outwards. So I start the beginning, or the front of the brow going up, and then work my way going outwards towards the end. Now you might say, Kyra, why are you brushing your brows like that? The reason why is because this actually helps to create a thicker, fuller brow. Whenever you brush your brows out and away from your face, it really helps kind of thicken up your brows and gives you more area to work with. I personally enjoy thicker brows. Some people just prefer them skinny. I don't. That's why I brush my brows out this way. Alrighty, so as you can see right now, our brows are looking kind of cray-cray. So now that I have brushed out my brows, I'm going to go in with a little bit of my Brow Benefit product in the shade number 5. So I'm going to take my brush and the product and just lightly, like literally, y'all, I'm just tapping it in there. So just lightly tapping it in there to get some product on the brush. And as you guys can see, it is very, very, very little product on the brush. And then I will take the brush and first I outline the bottom of my brow. So I start from the front, and I actually don't go all the way towards the front. I start about right here. So like not at the very front, but like kind of like a few little spaces back, like right there, and then build my way all the way around. And I just basically outline the bottom of my brow, and what that is basically just drawing a line under my brow. And then I just take the excess product, not picking up any new product, and just bringing that towards the front, like so. Okay? Then tapping my brush in the product again, just grabbing just a little bit of product. I'm going to go in and outline the top of my brow. I start about here, about there, and then drag a line out that way. Alright, so there's the shape of our brow. Now I'm going in with a little bit more product. Again, I'm just slightly tapping the brush into the brow product and it's filling in the brow from there. So I'm just taking little small strokes. See that? And don't worry about the shape because we will go ahead and clean those up in a second. I'm just filling them in very, very lightly. And as you can see, I am using like hair type strokes, okay? And as you can see, the front of our brow looks pretty bare. There's nothing there yet. So I'm gonna go in with that same brush, no excess product. Do not put excess product, you guys, on a brush whenever you get to the front of the brow. Just take whatever's left on your brush and make hair-like strokes towards the front, like so. See how it looks? It kind of has a gradient effect going from like lighter to darker right in there. And then going in with the spoolie part of the brush and just cleaning that up and brushing that product through the whole brow. And this will allow you to see if there's any areas that need to be filled in more. Sometimes if hair gets clumped up in one area, you may miss a spot, so this kind of helps to make sure that everything is pretty even all the way through. Alrighty, so this is our brow so far. It looks kind of crazy, but this is where the fun part comes in, the cleaning up the brow part. I'm going to take my MAC Studio Finish Concealer in the shade NC42 and just smooth my brush all around in here. I have my concealer on my brush, and now all I do is just shape out or carve out the brow the way I want it to. And I am just starting from the front and working my way towards the ends. Just like that. And then I blend it down. And also, if your brows are like mine and they need some little TLC right now, and like your brows are kind of like all over the place, cleaning up the brows with concealer really helps to kind of hide and conceal those hairs that have grown and that need to go away. The concealer helps to kind of cover that up and make everything look nice and flawless, okay? So I'm taking a little bit more concealer on my brush and cleaning that up. Yeah. See how it looks? It looks a lot better now that I've cleaned up that excess product. There we go. Alrighty, y'all, so here's my brow so far. Now for the blending out process, I'm gonna go ahead and take my BH Cosmetics 129 brush and just blend that away. And I'm blending the top and the bottom. And I will note that, y'all, blending your concealer out is so important because halo brows are a no-no. And if you don't know what a halo brow is whenever people will clean out their brow with concealer, lighter concealer, but they just leave the lines around their brow. So whenever you see them, you can clearly see a line of concealer under their brow and on top of their brow. So make sure you blend out your concealer after you go ahead and clean up your brows, y'all. That's so important, and that is what helps kind of give you that natural, flawless look. Typically, I'd go ahead and do the next one, which I will do in a second, but I'd go ahead and do the next brow and then finish my face and then set my brows. The reason why I set my brows at the end of my makeup application is because whenever I'm working on the rest of my face, typically powder and products will fall onto my brows, and setting my brows kind of helps to bring my brows back to life, if that makes sense. Just best for me personally to set my brows at the end. So I won't be doing my face in today's tutorial, so I'm gonna go ahead and just jump to the end where I set my brows and kind of clean up or take off the excess product at the tip of the brows, because I have done it before where I just go straight with the brush onto my brows and I have like way too much product on there. But I'll typically just clean up the mascara wand, get rid of excess mascara, take the wand, and then lightly go in with the wand on my brow hairs. Now you see how instantly, you see how the front of my brows now have that natural hair-like appearance? That came specifically from the mascara wand. The mascara wand helps to define those natural hairs, especially towards the front. Y'all, this is how I get that nice gradient effect, is mascara wand. See? Makes a huge difference. It's a bit tedious, but I love, y'all, I feel like brows will make or break your entire makeup look, so I personally don't mind putting a little bit extra work into my brows because I feel like that is what kind of helps to shape your entire face. So now that this brow is done and ready to go, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this brow here. my brows. As you can see, they are nice and full and thick. They're still bold, but not over the top. And our concealer is blended out really nicely. We don't have any kind of harsh lines at the top or the bottom. So that is good. And then of course, towards the front, we have our natural hair-like strokes, which of course you want. And then it has a nice natural gradient effect from the front to the end. And that's personally how I prefer to do my brows. I like that bold brow. I just like bold brows, to be honest. So I like having that natural appearance, but still having them pop and be like, hey, bam, like, you know, I feel like brows are everything, you guys. Brows are where it's at. So I hope you guys enjoyed this eyebrow tutorial. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with anyone that you guys would feel could benefit from this video, and also please subscribe if you have not already. I greatly appreciate it, and I want you guys to know how much I love you guys, and thank you guys so much for all of the support. And I will catch you all in the next video. Peace, you guys.